Hey ladies, welcome back to our LLG live lessons. Just a couple of days now until we start our first ever virtual group lessons. So thank you to everyone who's signed up to sessions. I look forward to seeing all the faces on Tuesday. So be sure to check out all the sessions, the virtual sessions starting this week, kicking off with Andy Caldwell. So we're going to learn about fitness, flexibility, what you can do at home to get yourself ready for golf returning, fingers crossed, in March. So check out the group sessions on the website. Thank you for tuning in tonight to watch another live lesson. Tonight is the 30-yard pitch shot. So not done this before, so it's a bit of an awkward distance. It's not a chip, it's not a full shot, it's that in-between shot where I think a lot of golfers struggle to know how to tackle that distance. So the first thing we're going to start with tonight is choosing the right club and actually, you know, a little strategy with pitching. So on my super diagram here, definitely not blessed with any art skills whatsoever. But this scenario is something we faced all the time on the course. So two golf balls here, here's the flag on the green, and a lot of people are guilty of just judging that whole distance to the flag. So it might say the total distance here is 40 yards to the flag, and they'll play a 40-yard shot. The ball will land on the green, invariably they'll bounce at a run, and we can get in some trouble. So think about not only the flag, but the key thing you need to ask yourself is, where do you want to land the ball? Landing area is a big thing in strategy. So for this situation here, if I'm playing a round of golf, you know, typically normal conditions, over the distance of 30 yards, the ball's going to release and run on the ground. You know, a fuller shot, it might land pretty quickly, more spin on the ball. So this situation here, I would play a 30-yard shot, land it on the front of the green, and allow for that extra 10 yards of roll. So whenever you get in this distance in the future, think about where you want to land the ball, and then that'll dictate the club you use. A lot of people just go straight for the pitching wedge and then hit it towards the distance of the flag, and then they're in bother as it goes over the back of the green. So key thing from tonight, landing area. The flag is almost irrelevant actually. So where do you want to land the ball? Rein that back, how far is the distance, and that'll get you club selection, which is really important. So remember that one for tonight, landing zone to get your club. And then in terms of the actual technique itself, I think one of the biggest things that golfers do to get poor contact on these shots is the backswing gets too long. So I'm only going 30 yards, and for me, what happens is this club here gets way too long, and then we almost decelerate as we come into impact. So I think a lot of golfers can learn with little drills and maybe underestimate how short you can actually go on the backswing to then promote more acceleration on the way through. So you can set something like this up at home here just to give you an idea of how far your club's going back. You can just get a golf club here on your bag, put it at a right angle with a head cover on top, and just have a few swings in the house or in the garden, just keeping that club below that line, and then it will really make you feel like you have to accelerate through, rather than if you were to go long, you collide with this here, and then you decelerate. So if you watch when I'm doing that at home here, it's short, and then it's a nice movement through. This is a nice little, you know, extended, you know, it's not a chip, this to be a chip shot. We're not into full shot territory. You start this halfway back position, but using this guide here, you can keep the acceleration going, which is really important. In terms of the technique, a couple of really key points. For me, the key to pitching is making sure you use your upper body. Because you're so close to the green, it's really tempting just to use your arms and wrists here to flick. So again, another drill I want you to try at home. You can get an alignment stick. Just pop it down the, we do this for chipping, but it's great for pitching as well. Just pop it down the left-hand side, so it's missing your hip. And then we just get our weight here just into that left-hand side. And then when you come through, if you don't turn the body, that stick's going to come back and hit you in the side there. So just make sure when you come through a pitch, if you watch my chest, I always finish with my chest facing the target. So it's that nice short backswing, and then I can turn through. So this will be good little reps for you to do at home over the next few weeks, just to try and feel this acceleration of the body from a shorter backswing position. If you don't turn, that's when we're going to get a few bruised ribs on the left hand side. So that's a really good tip with pitching. just to make sure you're getting that distance control on the shot. And then the final point tonight is just to make sure when you are pitching and playing that shot, a lot of people set up pretty well with a pitch shot. They get that weight, as we said, to this side, but I see so much the weight moves right to left here, okay? So it moves as you're going back and through. So the drill, which I've been a big fan of for ages, do it for chipping, but I think it applies for the 30-yard shot, is just to get yourself set up here. I'll show you from this angle. And just slightly get that right heel raised off the ground. Get your short back swing position, like we've done with the drill before, and then turn through. And if I play that shot with a pitching wedge, I'm comfortably getting 30 yards distance. A chip is only 10 yards. This 30 yards is roughly up to your right hip and through. But to get that contact, you've got to really be sharp on your left side. If you feel like you're not sure whether you are or not, just get that right heel raised up, lean to your left, turn the chest through. So that's a really good drill you can do at home in the garden, just to test whether, first of all, you're hitting your side, whether your body's turning through, and try and assess how short the backswing is. Okay? If it goes up here, then you are going to decelerate because you've got too much power in that backswing, and then you'll slow down and lose contact. So try them little drills at home in the garden. Think about my amazing diagram at the start with the pitches, but it's all about your landing area, and that massively influences what club you select. So don't just go into it with an idea you're going to hit pitch and wedge all the time. Think about your landing area, and that'll massively help you shorten this bit and then accelerate through to get good contact. So yeah, I hope them little tips help. 30-yard pitch shot, really get your brain engaged, land it, choose the right club, keep your weight on your left-hand side, and that'll help your pitches this year. So I hope you enjoyed that. Another quick fire session there, just on pitching. I look forward to seeing you all on the virtual session on Tuesday, and I'm back again on Wednesday for the next live edition. So enjoy your Sunday, everyone, and I'll see you very soon.